Alright, let's roll. Just as I click, it goes back into the stupid cycle.
I saw.
Alright, I take it you're already moving?
Nope, put in my name.
Oh, I'm already downstairs. I mean, it really doesn't matter at this point, because again, it's one freaking Mon.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's like, just get to the point of your starter.
Yep.
Oh, my kingdom for running shoes.
They'll show up eventually.
I know we get them so late.
No, I wouldn't say late, but it does take a minute.
Hello, Shadow.
I mean, to be fair, Fire Red, Leaf Green, you don't get them until you beat Brock, so... Bleh.
So true, yeah.
At least here you get it before the first gym.
I remember when you get them in Diamond, Pearl, Plat. I think you get them... Like, you go to, like, the next town over, and then you get to go back to Twin Leaf? I forget.
I think so.
Professor Blabbing, Professor Blabbing, Professor Blabbing.
I'm not gonna lie, I saw the dude on my screen, and I thought it was you. I was like...
What, me just looking in the window like a weirdo?
No. I saw, he, like, in that cutscene where he comes out the stairs.
Yeah, he saw Ethan, which is the same model as your character.
Yeah, at first second I was like, wait, there's no multiplayer.
His character is Lyra, so... that's the... Or, say it's the same model, whatever.
Okay,
starters.
So I'm at the starters, but I'm not touching them until you get there. I want to make sure you can, like...
I'm right here, I'm ready.
Oh, you can see him? Alright.
Yep.
First ball, who we got? Mime Jr. from my grass.
I have a Larvitar for my water.
I got a Pupitar as my fire.
I have an Espeon for my fire.
Oh, that's not bad.
And there's part of me that wants an Uber, but I know it's not gonna happen just because I'm like I'm a weirdo. That is not an Uber. That's about as far from an Uber as you can get.
Well, I will say my grass is a Latios.
Your what is a what?
Latios, he said.
Oh, for crying out loud!
So that means you get the what?
This is a hard selection, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Torch, the thing is, we don't have to like choose the same like typing. It's just these two. It's just the starters are linked.
Oh, well, okay. That actually, I was wondering about that. That makes sense.
So if I chose,
if it was grass to grass, it'd be Mime Jr. and Latios. Yeah, no.
And that breaks already because psychic types.
Yeah, so he would have to choose like the fire Pupitar, for example. Because Pupitar and Larvitar can't be chosen because they're the same freaking line.
I might just go Pupitar anyway because doesn't Tyranitar like turn into a beast later on?
Yes.
Yeah, Tyranitar's.
But my options are Mr. Mime, Swalot, who I have never seen used for anything ever other than these nuts jokes, and one of the most prevalent things in the Gen 4 metagame. I'm going with the Pupitar.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to go Pupitar. Do I go Latios or Espeon?
Oh, you're double psychic. Well, I know that Evolution fans are screaming Espeon at you right about now, but personally speaking, Latios.
Latios is Dragon primary.
Yeah. Latios is Dragon Psychic, I think.
Oh, it is?
Because it does say the Dragon type Pokemon.
Yeah, so
Latios.
Yeah. Let's go Latios. I think it's safe.
Yeah, I think so.
Latios is a safe Pokemon. So, for the VOD's sake, for the people watching here, hi, I'm Torch. We're going to go for the rules real quick here. So this is a Pokemon HeartGold, SoulSilver, Nuzlocke, while they were doing the nicknames and such.
SoulLink, if to be more precise.
Correction, yes, it's a Nuzlocke, SoulLink. The two of them, Orion and Phoenix, are going to go through the game, HeartGold, SoulSilver, at the same time, and they're going to have these Pokemon, and they're going to be linked together, and they're going to, if one dies, so does the other. And that's what we were just determining right now with their starters. Now, the encounter is linked, that they do, with the exception being if it's the same primary type. So we have a rule in play called the primary type clause, where both trainers can't use the same primary type. And what we mean by that is, let's say a Pokemon is ice flying, like Articuno, versus flying ice. You can use a Abomasnow with Articuno because it's grass ice, because grass is the primary type, ice is the primary type of Articuno. But you couldn't use what's a pure ice type? Glalie. You couldn't use Glalie and Articuno in the same team, in the same SoulLink bond, or in the same team even. It's team wide, so they have to choose their teams wisely here. So that's kind of what's going on here. And Orion has a good pick, Rock Ground, becomes Rock Dark later, but Rock is the primary type. And the other one is Latios, Dragon Psychic, Dragon's a primary type, so everything's good. When Pokemon are placed in the PC, both have to be placed in. Again, they're soul linked, right? The two trainers here are going to enforce level caps. Can't be stronger than the highest level of the gym leaders. So they're going to try to play this game with a little bit of skill. We also have some other encounter-specific rules.
I keep forgetting.
Duplicates clause. If there's any duplicates, like let's say for a first encounter or like a second encounter, like route like 202 or whatever, and it's a Larvitar or Pupitar or something on either of their sides really. If it's a duplicate, I say no. That can be re-rolled if necessary, especially if both Pokemon are the same primate type. So like if it's a Hoothoot and a Rattata, they both have a normal primate type, so one of the two trainers gets the reroll. I'll determine who gets the reroll based on the team comp at the time, and I'll do my best to rotate between them to make it make sure it's a little fair. We also have Shining Claws active, must catch all the shinies if possible. We're basically using gift Pokemon as free encounters. They don't count for, like, there's an egg you get for Togepi. Well, it's supposed to be Togepi, but these are randomized, so we don't know what's going to show up in the grass. And those are linked. The gifts are linked. And if the two Togepi eggs have, let's say, two normal types, two Togepis, ironically, that would be sharing the primary typing, and they would both be disqualified from use. So the gifts can be duds, so you have to be very careful for that. They are also going to be allowed to use HM slaves, extra Pokemon for HMs. They can also re-roll if a Pokemon uses Roar, Teleport, whatever, on the first encounter per route. But if it happens a second time per route, nope, not a chance.
Suck a lemon and move on.
And because this is SoulLink, we'll be a little generous. If a trainer whites out, or they both white out technically because of the SoulLink,
yep.
They can continue with a new team, provided they have enough Pokemon. So that's the rundown of the rules I have, and we're about to head up to their first encounters.
Yeah, I was about to say, we also have a Pokeball clause in play. Nothing actively counts except for our starters until we can actually start catching things, because then we're out like 5 routes off the rip, and that's just ridiculous.
Precisely.
Like, we're not doing that. We're scrubs. We need something to work with here.
Pretty much. Yeah. Good note. Me and Orion don't really have any Nuzlocke, like actual Nuzlocke experience, let alone a SoulLink, like on top of that. So
yeah. So now we're looking out for not only my mistakes, but his mistakes and his mistakes and my mistakes. So many mistakes to be made.
So as I am the ref here, I'm actually basing the rules off of the Nuzlocke University, the comprehensive resource for the Pokemon Nuzlocke Challenge. So
with this university, I want to know like who decides that these institutions need to be made.
Probably the same people who made Smogon. I don't know, but
you know what? Fair enough answer.
Either way, Pokemon Nerds Unite. This is just one example. I'm using their rules, which means if you have a problem, look at them. Our rules are basically following theirs with a little bit of tweaking to make it a little easier for. Because again, little experience, and Orion himself has proclaimed in the past, not the greatest Pokemon trainer, but
hey. Okay. Sheesh.
I can say it. You can't say it.
But neither here nor there. So they don't have Pokeballs right now, so they can't catch any of these encounters. But we get to see what stupid stuff happens. Right?
I'm only standing in front of this patch of grass because we have Jay's feed over here on Discord for me to see. I'm just waiting for him to catch up.
Yeah, sorry. It was I was waiting because my Discord kind of looped out for a second, so I had to do a little finicking, but I got it working. We're good.
Gotcha.
All right, first encounter. Here we go. Nothing.
Basically,
I'm just gonna keep walking.
Not yet. But basically, any rules I haven't specified, they don't apply here, which means they're welcome to use items shift or set.
All right. So we have the option of a Caterpie.
Oh my god, and I've got the other one. There's a Silcoon over here. Which is actually really bad, because all it knows is Harden.
If this counted, they're both bugs. You would have to reroll. So, oh no.
Well, hang on, this is just one encounter option of many. We could end up with something better.
That's true, and also, to be fair, this does not count anyway.
If anything, this is scouting.
This is, yeah.
What might we end up with?
I have my one button.
There is a gate north of Route 201 that allows that there's a patch of grass in. If you want to get an early encounter, there's one there. But most people tend to save that route for last because there are higher level encounters towards the Blackthorn end of the route.
This is not a good sign.
I will say too another thing. There are going to be for the most part in the recording, we're going to try to keep it pretty natural with like doing like raw training, like actually getting things up to the level cap by naturally doing it. But if we get to the point where we're at a gym and we're ready to take on a gym,
and we're just standing here doing absolutely nothing but grinding.
Yeah, if we don't have any more trainers or anything to like try to go off of to get more experience, we are going to be using candies. That might annoy some people, but in my opinion,
that's only if we hit like a checkpoint lock. Basically, it's like 3 hours of this. Okay, nothing's gonna kill us. It's just gonna take forever.
I basically level 3 Caterpie crit.
I basically told them.
I'm in Silcoon hell. Jay, are you sure this randomized properly and didn't just glow on everything?
Yes. If that's when they reach the gym leader specifically, because a lot of these in HeartGold SoulSilver, a lot of the gym leaders tend to be like, oh wait. So we just make sure they don't accidentally over level. They will level up only once they are in the gym leader's face. So, in the gym proper, though. And that's like Jasmine, that's like Morty, and
technically Faulkner because the stupid Sprout Tower.
Oh yeah, Faulkner.
Is there anything else in this grass?
You're mostly finding the Rattata or the Pidgey one.
I'm finding one or the other. I'm not sure which yet. I mean, free XP, yay! But also, for God's sake, I just realized this Pupitar's never gonna level up because I have to hit like level 50.
Yeah. It's gonna be a minute before you get your.
He's gonna.
Oh yeah, the old man gives you the shoes. That's right.
Okay, yeah, well, I was just waiting for Jay to catch up again, so I'm just gonna go.
Yep. Yeah, just go. Was there anything else I was going to add? No, I think that's it for now. If I think of anything else, I will obviously edit it, or I will say it if I remember it. I think both of these Pokemon are in the fusion decks, so I'll go out of curiosity.
Back at it again.
That might be a little side feature we add. And now Torch's fusion decks of the duo
of the pair. Yeah.
This is what would happen if we took this way too literally.
Yes. The problem is Gens 1 and 2 complete Pokédexes. Gen 3 and 4 incomplete.
Not so much.
So yeah.
Jay, think about what you're doing for a second, please.
What?
Did you heal?
Yes.
Oh, God. I am mainly focusing on mine, but I just see him barreling down into the wild blue yonder. So I don't.
Have to.
No, you don't. It's just not without healing.
I must.
This is gonna be the world's shortest SoulLink. Don't even get to the Pokeball point.
All
right.
Watatars growing with health or glowing.
Now we can
so
go.
that'd be the equivalent of Latar or Pupitos. Pupitos. Or Pupit.
Reggie, what now?
Mischievous. Oh, brother.
I don't know how I feel about this because, on one hand, holy crap, it's a Regigigas, but also Slow Start exists.
You might need a Screech bite if you need to.
I'm okay. He's not killing me, Torch. He's not. Confusing me, maybe, but he's not killing me.
So, Pupitos has auto-generated Japil fusion generator images for both of them, but Tyrantar Latios, different story. If we get to that point,
Honestly, I was worried about seeing Regigigas there because I know the Regis are notorious for exploding at early levels.
Luckily, you do resist it because of your rock typing, but still.
Let's see what else is in this grass, or is it just Regigigas?
I'm gonna Psywave fight with this.
This is becoming thematic. I mean, I'll take the easy experience because it's a legendary, but also, oh boy.
I was gonna say I have the randomizer set to exactly what we had it last time.
Which is to say, it's
area 1-to-1 catch 'em all mode.
So there is a chance I could run into Arceus in here somewhere.
There's always a chance.
I mean, based on the catch 'em all mode, he wasn't just removed from the pool.
No. Yeah, he's not just taken out.
Level 7. Thank you, Regigigas.
I think we've gotten to level 6.
That is the problem with legendaries, is that they
Caterpies are not giving me much.
slow. Well, I think you're getting the same amount of experience, but they just take more to level up. Also, I gotta look up Latios' Gen 4 level pool.
I don't think it's great. He's got Psywave right off the rip, so if he runs into a Dark type, he's toast.
Or has to run.
Mean look.
Well, hopefully the Dark doesn't have mean look. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so this is just the Regigigas route. Gotcha. So if I need a Regigigas, I know where to go.
Either you're fighting the Rattata or maybe the Spin... No, not the Spinner. The Spinner's at nighttime only.
Okay, so Regigigas is just the global confuser. Confuse Ray, Dizzy Punch.
Oh no. Oh no, you better help find a good TM for this Pokemon.
I mean, there's plenty of good ways to use him. It's just getting past that slow start that's a problem.
I meant for Latios. It doesn't learn another move until level 20. Offensive move.
Okay, hold on. Jay, did you remember to not randomize the TMs this time?
Yes.
Okay, so for context, we keep saying this time. We did do like a little for funsies route just to test everything out, if nothing else. And we beat Falconer, and this chucklehead gets Roar of Time from the Sprout Tower.
And then, like, something completely different instead of Flash.
Whirlwind. He got Whirlwind from as Roost from Falconer, which is technically still on brand, but Roar of Time though.
I hope that I don't encounter him as my encounter for the route, or else we're missing out on that.
What was him?
It was a Houndour.
Ooh.
Oh no, there's the Dark type we're one for.
Well, wait a minute. Aren't I rock priority?
No. I can't hit it. So unless I get green, like I'll try, but like we might be missing out on that encounter if I get that.
Yeah. Also, I will mention for something, I'm not sure we're keeping this part in, Torch, Jay did not find the instant hatch option on the randomizer.
There just isn't one.
I thought
so
there was, but
we're gonna have to do this the hard way.
Hard way it is. Keep that egg
montage
forever.
Running montage.
Yeah, why not? It's like you got a better idea. I'm not doing that.
No, I can think of an edit for it. That's right. This isn't a heal.
Nope. You just gotta walk back.
I know, but I'm like almost out of my moves.
Oh shoot! I forgot this part. We didn't even consider. Pupitar was my fire type. What was my water? I think that was. Oh, that was Swalot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Which is probably beneficial to you. I believe any poison type moves it would have. Oh, but the poison status would be annoying.
And potentially hazardous. Oh crap! There's Huntail in here. Okay, so that's what I have. I have Huntail, Regigigas, and what was the other one?
I don't remember.
I don't know. Have you encountered more than 2? Because I have Mischievous and Houndoom, or Houndour.
I'm blending with the other knight. Also level 8.
I got Elliot Swat's move pool for Gen 4, 1 stick.
I'm gonna have to slow my roll down, otherwise I'm gonna be too over-leveled.